I swear I keep hearing bells, but I'm not seeing anything down there moving.
Paula, Paula Smith.
Now we'll just see if this stays.
Oh, I just got a notification. Happy New Year.
You did?
Sure live.
Hopefully plugging it in doesn't ruin anything. Let's see. Paul Metal Cats in the house. Boom, boom, boom. $4.99. Thank you. My first super chat of the year. Thank you. My first super chat of the year. You're gonna have to turn your volume down.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get in here. Happy New Year! Catch 'em up. Woohoo! We already caught one. My very first fish of the year. I have a new rod. I did not catch it on the new rod. I have a new Mad Catch rod. It's called the Firefly. And, but I caught my first channel cat of the year. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. So we're already starting on tallying. Tally ho, tally ho. That's awesome. Look at you, LG Bass in the house, 351 in the house. Happy New Year! First live of the beginning of the year. Oh, my little cat says, hello, Tom.
On to bigger and better things.
Did you hear me?
What?
Paul Metal Cats. Kevin said, hello, Tom.
What's going on, Kev?
What's the goal for 2025? Oh, you should tell them just what your last year's goal ended at.
Yeah, I haven't rationalized 2024 yet. The original goal was to beat last year's goal of 3,000, and we blew through that pretty quickly. So we set our sights on 4,000, and just like last year, I came up 30 some odd pounds shy of 4,000 pounds. So it was a 39.65 and 7 ounces. So I just couldn't close it out, and I fished last night until midnight, and 5 minutes to go, I had a big takedown. Had a fish on, had him halfway back, and he spit it out. And when I got it in, I saw that the hook had turned sideways back into the bait, so he never had a hook in him. I don't think if he was going to be 34, but it got my hopes up with being that close. So
Got Clint Outdoors. Happy New Year. Jersey. I kept seeing as Jeremy. Jersey, Happy New Year's. Let's see. I think I got everybody so far. Jersey says, been waiting all day for live. I think I have an addiction. That's awesome. There's Mr. Mike Cole. Happy New Year.
Yeah, so to answer the question, I haven't thought through. I'd say probably we'll go for more than 4,000. But I have been challenged for a year-long 1v1 by John Parker. Want my dock versus his dock. So
I'll have to get all the deets on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go. I told him he couldn't count those 4-inch sardines that he catches.
Hunting and Stuff with J&J.
Hey, John.
Happy New Year. So you probably saw in the title, I also got my 4K monetization. Woohoo! I finally got my 4,000 watch hours. That actually happened last week, but I've been busy with my son and my grandson having been here. And, but yep, this is my first live with my first full-on monetization. Whoop whoop! We already got our first fish for the year, our first channel cat. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. We're rolling.
Channel cat, channel cat.
Channel cat, channel cat. So that's the year tally. 1 channel cat.
It's a lot easier to remember. So for when I was doing the last year, I wrote down every fish, the date that it was, the weight of it, who caught it, and what species it was for all. I think I ended up with like 418, 419 fish for the year.
Wow. Kevin says, and I was first. You were too.
Yep.
Boom. Sweet.
So now when can you have members?
I can have members. I could have had members before.
Oh. Because I looked at that. I looked for it.
I turned it on, but I didn't do anything with it because I don't feel like I have anything to offer for the membership. So I've kind of held off on it. You can create the icons for the memberships for the different levels and stuff, and
yeah.
But and I started to play with it, but then I don't know. My live streams are usually not very good.
They're
you know,
awesome.
They're so. I mean, I don't know. This I'm starting with this because I always said I'm probably not going to monetize. You know, in fact, Kevin, Paul Monetized, used to say, why not? I'm like, I just didn't feel like I had anything worthy of doing that. And then I'm like, you know what, I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
If I have the opportunity, I'll do it. Well, you know, as I got closer, I was like, okay. Right. Okay, we'll try it.
So then you're saying then I just need to, on the first of the month, just go put like a $10 bill under your windshield wiper for the month.
Yeah, that would be nice. Sure. If you really want to feel like you're paying dues, you could just PayPal it. I mean, it's all on what you expect out of that $10, because, you know, the whole 10 o'clock at night phone calls, you know, I don't know. That can't be part of it. Yeah. I have a big fish on, Lori. Get out of bed.
Yep.
Hopefully we get a lot of good big fish this year.
Well, I'm seeing a pattern as I've charted, all these fish for a couple of years. And it seems April, May, and October, November have been the star months.
Really?
We're not only have we caught the biggest ones in those months, but we've had some of the nights where we had, 10, 12 fish in 4 hours.
You know, April's going to come up real quick because I was just asking you about CatCon. Yeah. You know, when is the CatCon? And to think that it's next month is crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
It's coming. It's about 6 weeks.
Yep. Yep. So I understand Tom needs to be back at the house for 9 o'clock, but that's okay. Our water is running from 4 to 8.
Yep.
And it's looking like it's going to get pretty chilly here tonight. We had full-on freaking high winds today. Had us sitting in the car early. And then the temperatures are supposed to drop down to, like, I don't know at what time, but it could get to be about 30, which is pretty chilly, especially if there's a wind. But 30 on the water is cold.
Yep.
Cold, I say. Cold.
They never really say, the wind, I never believe what they say that they say it is. It says that it's supposed to be 8 or 9 miles an hour this evening.
Golden Whiskers nomination show at 9 p.m. Woo-hoo!
Yep.
Sweet. So that's a public thing. That's for everybody to see.
Yes.
Not just your. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. Kevin will go over all of the.
I'm seeing that line right there stretch out, that orange rod. Be on high alert, Tom. That's going to be a 92-pounder right there.
Wow. Well, it needs to be 93.
I mean, but 92 is good too.
I'm buffering now too. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not working for you. Am I buffering? I didn't see a buffer.
Nope.
Was this buffering?
No, not that I saw. Mine just came back.
So, I didn't know this, but I have hotspot that is part of my car. And it had a 1 free month trial. So, that's what I'm logged into is the hotspot. My phone is on the hotspot of my vehicle. So I thought hopefully we're not going to hear the robotics. And hopefully I don't do any of the buffering, but we'll see. There's Sharon Chavez. Happy New Year!
Hey, Sharon. Hope you're doing well.
Michael's 4,000. Woo woo. Well, he didn't do the woo woo, but I just ad-libbed it. It's fine. Here we go.
Well, he said $4,000.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, $4,000. Nice.
I wish we got a dollar a pound.
I think he was talking about my monetization, maybe.
Oh.
But it could have been for the weight, too, because, I mean, we were close to that, too.
Yeah.
Look at that moon now. It's just like a sliver up there.
Yep.
But it's like it's going down. The moon is setting.
The crescent. You can actually see it on the screen.
Miss Sharon, we certainly hope you're feeling better.
We hope you've got home.
Yeah, definitely hope you got home. Yeah, it's kind of funny to think, Tom, that, you know, we already caught our first fish for the year, and we're just already starting to tally up the new stuff. Yeah, it almost looks like it's gonna go eclipse, because that had more of a sliver to it when it was higher up, didn't it?
No, not really.
My imagination. Just my imagination. Ooh.
Running away with me.
I just got home today. So happy. I did watch y'all fish.
Well,
awesome.
That's great, Sharon. We're happy for you. We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. I hope everybody had a fun and safe New Year. Myself, I was asleep by 9 p.m., so I missed it. And as I said in my Facebook post, I still woke up fat, ugly, and broke. You know, I thought the whole thing was, you know, the new year, woo, you wake up fat, ugly, and broke. Hey, the Virginia Bushcrafter in the house. Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe.
Well, I want to tell you though, you might have been in bed, but if I had caught that 40 or the 50,
I would have been out of bed.
Last night, I would have called you.
I wasn't in the best of circumstances. I was being all sad.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was so exhausted. I think it was from all the emotions from the day before.
But is there anything in the world more exciting than seeing me catch a 50-pounder?
Yes. Yes.
Sleep is overrated.
Is that view okay? Should I zoom in more or just leave it alone? Because, you know, once I start fiddle farting with stuff, there's potential for crashing. Kevin Hendrickson in the house.
Hello, Kevin.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
I tried to say January earlier, and I was like,
Happy January.
Happy January. Happy January.
All right. I'm going to close out of here then if I'm buffering.
Yeah, close your Wi-Fi. Turn your Wi-Fi off because it's connected.
I'm going to need it later on. I can't run this down.
Did you turn it off so you disconnected from the thing?
Yeah. I did.
All right. All righty. Look at that. We got 11 people in the house. That seems to be an ongoing thing. We got 11. 11, 11, 11. Woo woo. Let's see. It's fine, I said. Fine.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, so Michael, right away, put that right back into the new year. I guess we're going to use that all this year, too.
Yeah. Yep.
It's fine. But if he's going to do that, then I might just bring the cookies over into the new year, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to eat cookies this year, so his cookies might be safe with me. Well, I don't know if I won't eat them all year, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat less of them this year would be nice.
Yeah. So, we don't know a whole lot about the bite tonight. The water is running and it is dark, so that's seems to be when we've been getting more of our bites. The last 3 nights I've been out here, I've only caught 2 fish each night. So
Tom sat through a thunder and lightning storm last night. I was like, oh, heck no.
It was brutal. But it was here and then it was gone. I don't know what I would have done, you know, when our lightning was coming down and that big, huge crackle. I don't know if my rod went down, if I would have got out to get it or not.
Yeah. It's kind of scary, especially when you've seen lightning hit the water right in front of you.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Or hit the tree line anyway.
Yep. The net in the other, and I had my headlamp on with, you know, metal in it and batteries.
But, Tom, for the sake of science, it would have been cool had you been hit, and then we would find out what your superpower is. Because after you get hit by lightning and survive, you have a superpower.
I know what my superpower is.
Oh, yeah?
I'm awesome.
What do you think it would be, though? You know, you would have something different than what you normally would have. Maybe you would not be so awesome then.
Maybe something I don't normally have?
Yeah.
Maybe my superpower would be I could tap dance.
That might be. You know, for me, I would hope that it would be that I could sing, maybe. Because I sing so much, it would be nice if, you know.
If you were good at it, yeah.
If I can't. Since I do it so much, it might be nice if I was actually good at it.
Kevin Hendrickson, it's freezing here and snowing.
Oh, wow.
Kevin Palmetto Cat said Tom would be extra awesome.
Extra awesome. Yep. Michael, you're a great singer. Oh, gosh.
She knows the first 6 words to any song better than anybody.
That's it. And then it's You know what song I do know the words to? Your kiss is on my list. Your kiss is on my list. That's all they say. Do the whole song. Your kiss, your kiss, your kiss is on my list.
That's Hall & Oates.
That's all they say.
Huh.
I mean, they might say more, but pretty much for the whole song, that's it.
I can't go for that. No can do.
Yep. I can't go for that. I used to like Man Eater. She's a man eater. Those are some old tunes, Tom. Jeez. Yeah. My lordy.
Goes way back to the late 80s.
Way back to the 80s. That's scary to think that I was already...
You were a teenager in the 80s.
I was, yeah. I was born in 69.
You're a spring chicken.
Yeah. That would be chicken. I don't know about spring in it.
Well, you'd be a summer chicken. If you were born in July.
So I think at 5:30 was about the time that we caught our channel cat, and that was an hour and a half into the water running. So it is, yeah, that was about an hour ago.
Yep.
But you know, it's a slow bite, I think, every.
This is the one part of the year that I've said all along. The end of December and into January is when a lot of the bigger fish go to deeper water that we don't have here. This water can sustain them almost all year long, except for this time of year.
Mm.
And you know, we've never had a good late December, January.
So deeper than the 20 feet that's out here.
Yeah. Evidenced by the fact that Zach Royce posted on his page the other night that he put a client on an 84, and he had a picture of it on this lake. I know he fishes down lake. And then he put his father on a giant flathead the other day. He had a picture of that. And I know down lake there's 60, 70 feet of water in some of those holes.
Wow.
Whether that's where he's catching them, I don't know. There is access to it. And here, the river channel is only 25 feet deep.
Wow. So, but that's true throughout the whole entire lake, so they have to go somewhere.
Yep.
So they're not going to get any deeper than that in this entire lake, so they're still going to be there.
They'll be in that area. I mean, they still got to feed. They still move around.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying we wouldn't hold them here because of the depth, but the depth doesn't ever get deeper anywhere else other than here either.
Oh, yeah. Down lake, there's 60, 70
Oh,
feet.
there is? On ours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where I was.
That's where Zach Royce. That's what
Oh! I thought he was somewhere else. I didn't realize.
No, he's a guide on this lake.
On this lake.
Yeah.
I getcha. I'm following the.
He's the guy.
Picking up what you're putting down now.
He's the guy that caught the North Carolina record twice in 24 hours.
Okay. Alvin Lewis is in the house.
Alvin!
Happy New Year!
My taste!
My Travis, howdy hi there, friends and neighbors. Woo woo! We already started out with our first channel cap for the year. 4 pounds, 1 ounce.
So I don't know the answer to this. I think maybe, Laura, you can clear this up, though. In 2025, are you still collecting thumbs up?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So now I feel like we need to get at least 25 to make it 2025.
Yeah.
Or we could get 2025. That would be nice.
Well, yeah.
Maybe, or 225.
Yeah.
Anywhere, any one of those numbers would work.
On my channel, I'd be happy with 2.5.
Oh, look, I can give myself a thumbs up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I gave you mine. That's the first thing I did when I saw that I could stay in.
I have no thumbs, Michael says.
Oh.
I feel fish.
You should give Laurie a couple of toes up then.
I don't know. I'm good with the. I don't like feet. I'm good. I'm good with the feet. I think it's going to be the orange rod. I feel it. Every night. So I got a brand new rod. Thanks to Tom. When we went down to Bobcats. Bobcats.
Bait and tackle.
Bobcats and tackle.
Baits and tackle.
Baits and tackle. I always say Bobs, so at least I got the Bobcats right.
Bobcats Outdoors.
Yeah, Bobcats Outdoors is exactly what I was about to say. And anyway.
He's got his own channel.
The new rod is the rod that is in the hole to the first hole in the left spot, or left. Yeah, it's the first rod on the left. And it is called the Firefly. Mad Cat's Firefly, baby. And then I also got, on Christmas Day, a new rod from Tom and Michelle. And that one, I don't have... Wait, did I get... Is this the one I got? Yeah. The other one, I don't have a reel for it yet. Tom also gave me another reel, which is what is on this one. So it is a Abu Garcia, which is what my other rods are set up with also. Thanks to Tom again.
It's a beautiful 6501C3.
6501C3. What's on my other rod?
beautiful 6501C3.
Nice. Seems like a theme.
Yeah. There's a lot of Abu 6501s in my surroundings.
So the rod that I got for Christmas Day has a name to it as well. What was it? What was the name of that rod? It's multicolored. Mad Cats.
I'm drawing a blank.
Me too. Because I said it was a cool name too, and now I can't think of what it is. I don't know. But unfortunately, my first fish of the year, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, because it came on Belladonna, which is also a new rod, fairly new rod. So, but it would have been nice to get it over here on my Firefly. Yeah, I can't think of the name of that rod.
I'm drawing a blank. It's the multicolored Mad Cats rod.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know why I can't think of it.
I'm not even coming close. Like, there's not even a letter in my head that's coming up. I saw you were at Busch Gardens, right down the street from Captain George's.
Yes.
I did not have time for anything at all other than that. It took us, yeah. They opened, Busch Gardens opened at 2, and we thought we were going to be there for 2, and we didn't get there until 3. And then we stayed, and then it started to rain, and yeah, we were pretty spent out from the day, but it was a beautiful place. Graffiti? No.
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It's the graffiti.
Is it?
Yes, the graffiti.
Are you sure?
Yes, positive.
Why do I not remember that?
I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't remember it.
Good job, Kevin.
Yep.
It is. It's a really cool looking rod, though. I can't wait to see what it looks like out here. Of course, I'm sure you've already seen what it looks like out here. It must light up pretty good. I mean,
Looks
you know,
nice.
Under the lights, the colors.
Although we don't have the, I never had the bright lights like you have.
Oh.
Your lights are twice as bright as mine.
Yeah, so my Firefly actually looks pretty good under the light, and I'm not even zoomed in.
Yeah. You can tell how much brighter that is than Belladonna.
Yes.
You know, just because it's new. You know, it's their newer
addition to their line of
trying to make things more visible.
Yeah. I really like it. I like it a lot.
That white rod in the middle, that's my Freddie and Nina rod, my FN 7.5 footer.
That one had some fish on it last year.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Well,
yeah. I don't know if you caught anything on there yesterday, but yeah.
That's the one that I missed at the end of the night.
Is it? Yeah, so you did have a bite on there last year. At the end of last year. Yeah. I'm so confused.
I get hung up on that rod more than any other because of where I throw it. I can cast it the farthest, so it goes further out into the channel, but I get hung up a lot on it. When I've had a couple of big fish, really, I would have liked to have seen and landed, but if you don't throw out there, you're never gonna know. So I've landed some. It's a trade-off, I guess.
Well, and it's getting hung up because there's structure there, and what's in the structure? Fish.
Stumps.
Yeah, that too. A bunch of online, I know that.
Yeah. Did you see earlier when I reeled in? Before I left, I came back and I had to cut the orange line off of that rod.
Really?
That got hooked.
Well, it's kind of good the last couple of times you've kind of pulled in some of our gear.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you'll have that stump all cleared out, and we can start fresh with this year's line. And there's probably enough of our line out there now that you could actually still have a. How many come on your Mad Cat spools? How many
yards?
Yeah.
1,000.
1,000 yards of line.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that's what's out there right now in that abyss.
At least. If the EPA ever ran a monitor over this lake in front of this dock, about 50, 60 yards off, they would be shocked at the amount of lead on the bottom of this. from all the stumps. This lake used to be the old Roanoke River, and when they dammed the lake, they just sawed all the trees off and flooded it. So
I wonder if we float over there with a black light, if our line would light up.
probably.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. I could film you from the dock.
Floating over the line.
Yeah, when you going out there with your
My
in your
tube.
kayak.
My tube. Oh, I was thinking my tube that I never blew up.
Yeah, yeah. You had to have. Yeah.
That I had to have. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. When Laurie was getting ready to go to Williamsburg, she said, "Is there anything else around there I should see?" I said, "You should see Captain George's." And Michelle's neck snapped around. She gave me the meanest look. Because it's not something you take your grandson to. But I was just kind of joking around with her, and Michelle didn't see the humor in it.
Well, because she knew what I was asking.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to go see anything else anyway.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a noteworthy visit for sure. I dropped some cash, boy, or cards. I dropped some plastic is what I did.
Yeah.
Holy dang. It's going to take me a lifetime to catch up on that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it was all worth it. I hadn't seen them in 4 years. And I think they were here all of... Well, he did get here on Thursday. I barely saw him, though.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So basically 4 days.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was hard. Monday was a really tough day for me. I had taken the day off because that was the day he was going home. And from the moment he left until the moment I went to sleep, I was probably crying off and on for the entire day.
It was great having him here.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun.
And then my grandson, I took him fishing. So I'm sure if you were on my Facebook or you seen my Facebook, you saw that. But he had a blast, and I was so proud of him. He picked up that fishing so quickly, you know, and as soon as he felt what the first fish would feel like on his line, he was doing the rest all by himself. He would drop the line down, drop the hook down, open the bail, feed the line out, close the bail. Yeah, and then he'd reel those fish up.
Yep. That's what it's all about, seeing kids with all the excitement.
Uh-huh.
Well, even Chris was excited.
Yep. Yep, it was a good time.
I never had so much fun catching bluegills.
Yeah, and they were filling our bait buckets, so
Yeah.
that all worked out.
That's when we got back today. She said, "You back already?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It took us longer to drive there than it took us to fill the bucket with all we need."
Yeah, that's what she said to me when I came in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it was pretty quick.
So Mike says that you were 30 minutes from him in Williamsburg.
Oh, wow. I thought I just saw that orange rod, the tip. I think it was just the way I turned my head real quick or something. Or maybe I just really want to see it go down. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would have to go 30 minutes further. I'll tell you what, we weren't going anywhere else further. Whew. Those were some long days. Long days for sure.
Yep, as long as you had a great time and got to spend it with your family.
Yep.
You can sleep a later time.
Huh?
You can sleep a later date.
Well, it wasn't so much the sleeping, but, you know, your body hurts because, walking around.
You gotta sit in the car for so long sometimes, too.
Yeah, that too. The sitting and then all the walking and standing. And
Yep.
For sure. For sure.
Bet Mike says, yes, Tom knows. Hampton. Yep, that's where Peter lives. In Hampton.
Yep. There's my sister, Miss Kitty. Oh, good. I told her I would make her a moderator. She used to be a moderator. There. That way there, if she wants to click on somebody's name to go to their channel, she can do so.
Miss Kitty, you should definitely ask for the upgraded benefits package that comes with being the moderator.
Well, she kind of loses the benefits for the fact that she's my sister. What is the benefits package of being a moderator, really?
Breadsticks.
I thought you could pin these, but I guess. Breadsticks?
Or pretzel sticks, I guess. The hot pretzels.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought you could pin those. But I guess not. Pin. 14 thumbs up. We're on our way. We're trying to get 25 for 2025. How many times are we going to write that date wrong? Sorry, I was touching that screen. It was bouncing everywhere.
I was looking at the one screen. Oh my God, it's an earthquake.
David Smith, Happy New Year.
Hey, David. Happy New Year.
So, yep, for those coming in that didn't hear in the beginning, woohoo, I got my 4K monetization. I got that actually last week, and it doesn't mean that anything at all is different now, except that I get ad revenue. But it was a long time coming trying to get those watch hours up, so it's a milestone. We caught one fish already for the new year, our first fish to start off our new tally, and that was 4 pounds 1 ounce. It was a channel cat. So hopefully going forward we'll keep a running tally on the front pages of how many fish of each what do you call that? It's not species, because they're all the same species.
They're subspecies.
Subspecies. So each subspecies. That's what we need. Yeah.
Yeah, so for those that didn't hear as well, I fell 34 pounds and 9 ounces shy of the 4,000 pounds for the year. And I stayed out here till midnight. There goes the beaver at the edge of the dock.
Oh, yeah. Under the dock, yep.
Under the dock, yeah.
Yep, so initially that goal was set to be 3,500. So we certainly surpassed that.
Well, it was originally settled at 3.
Oh.
And we passed that so quickly.
And then we went to 35.
Yeah.
And then from there we just kept climbing.
Because 3 was what we failed. We lost 30 pounds and 9 ounces last year for the 3K.
Catfish fever and outdoors, 7,000 pounds, 2025. Tom, let's go. And Happy New Year.
I'll just have to put out a little shack out here where I can sleep all night. But you know, in honesty, you know, Laurie and I were talking about it, I missed almost 2 months of the season this year due to some family stuff going on. I had to leave town and all for a while.
Well, that and it was so freaking hot you couldn't even be down here.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many places where we could have picked up 34 pounds, but it wasn't to be.
But it was also thundering and lightning and all that good stuff when he was sitting out here, so. It's one thing to be sitting in the car with it. It's another when you have to go out and reel in the rod.
Yep. Yeah, I don't play with the lightning.
Mm-mm. But, again, I really would have liked to see what your superpower was going to be. So
what you're saying is I'm more interesting dead than alive?
No, you would have been maybe dead for a second
Oh,
and smelled a little crispy, but then you would have come back with some amazing
Oh.
superpower.
wow.
Like what was the movie Phenomenon with dun 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 dun, dun Phenomenon? No, I'm gonna go into that. It was with John Travolta.
Huh, I don't know.
I think that was the name of his movie, and he had superpowers.
I think if I was in a John Travolta movie, it would be Boy in the Bubble.
Oh yeah.
Just all out on my lonesome.
Rigging for fatties. Happy New
Hey,
Year.
Chris.
What was I just gonna say though before I went off on that tangent? Jeez, now I don't even know. Oh well, so our last fish, our first fish and only fish so far, came at 5:30. So no, yes, 5:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're due. The bite's slow, but Tom last night caught. Was it a 15-pounder last night?
13.8.
Oh, 13.
And an 8.8.
And an 8.8. So, I mean, 13's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
Considering we've been getting the smaller channel cats.
The night before, I caught the 18-pounder.
You'll be fine, Tom.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You'll be fine.
I
That was my goal. Fine.
Oh, as if I didn't know that. Thanks, Captain Obvious. There's absolutely no way that, I get the numbers stuck in my head, and I've been thinking about it all year long and trying to hit certain milestones because I have OCD. And how can I, in the least bit, be upset of only catching 3,965 pounds?
Right.
I mean, I didn't catch them all.
And you did seem a little upset last night, and in a hurry too, but you just seemed a little ugly and angry, and I was like, dude,
Ugly?
you already got all your, you already surpassed several checkpoints.
When I came up to get the lights?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I just had my rods in the water, and I didn't want to
have a takedown.
Nobody down here. I didn't want to have a takedown, and
I
didn't want to have anybody drive down here while I got my stuff sitting there, all lit up.
Okay, we got 17 thumbs up. Woohoo!
Yep.
And Kevin, Paul Metalcast, was our first super chatter on my 4,000 monetization, and on the very first day of the new year for $4.99. Woohoo! Well, thank you again. Tally her. That's actually good because I capped out of my first 100, and then they don't. Of course, you have to keep collecting until you get to another 100. So,
yeah.
But it was 109, so I already had 9 towards that 100 goal.
There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Making money on YouTube. Who would have thought? Well, Michael, as far as I know, all the fish are under the water. That's what I think I know about that.
Yeah, so just for anybody that hasn't been following for the year, we count if anybody that fishes on the dock, if I'm here, whether it's my rod, Laurie's rod, it doesn't matter. So everything,
Whoa.
It's the dock's total.
Whoa, who's going to be using my rods?
You are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you made it sound like other people coming to the dock. Whether it's my rods or your rods.
I'm just saying, my rods catch 60s. Yours only caught a 50.
I can't believe you just said that.
So basically that's it. It's the dock's total, not my personal total. I didn't catch 3,900 pounds. But my theory is if Laurie has 2 rods and I have 2 rods, if she wasn't here, I would have had 4 rods. So everything that got hauled up over the front of the dock got weighed, and that's what we came out with. And looking at some of the stats, I'm probably going to put something out for it to cap out the year with it. But there were 4 fish over 50 pounds caught on the dock this year.
Nice.
It was the year of the flathead. We caught 10 flatheads when every other year we've only caught 1.
That's crazy.
And it's the year of the channel cat. We caught I think almost 60 of them. I forget what the number was. I haven't finished adding the last.
But we don't know how many
couple
channel
days.
cats you caught last year, so you can't really
No.
compare.
Well, I can just tell you we didn't catch 60. I can we were lucky if we caught 25, 30.
Really?
Yeah, it was primarily blue.
So I wonder what was different this year to make all that happen. You know, has the ecosystem changed, or you know, what could have maybe caused that to be different? I mean, it's a lake, so I don't know.
And I guess the question is, why did we catch so many bigger channel cats
Than
in years past?
Yeah.
You know?
Because they grew up. Because you know why? Because we catch and release them.
Well, yeah.
We are CPR, so you know that
Right.
that's just a proven right there. All those channel cats that you've been releasing have now grown bigger.
But we broke the dock record for channel cats 4 times this year.
Yeah.
All basically from like November,
You mean
either
last
late
year?
October.
You mean
2024.
Yeah. That's last year.
Thanks.
How do you like that? How do you like it being corrected?
As long as you're correct.
I was correct. Whoa. He says, whoa.
But yeah, normally the size we get 3, 4. If you were lucky, you get a 5-pounder, and we caught 7s, 8s, and lorries. 10-3 was the big one for the year. So I am thinking I'm going to come out with a breakdown of how many fish everybody caught and what the biggest ones were.
Yeah, and I got like 4 or 5 PBs off the dock this year.
Yeah. And you got a natural trifecta?
A natural trifecta, yep. Yeah. Five-factor. Fee, fi, fo, fum. It's a 5-factor.
So there were a lot of great things going on the dock this year.
Yeah, there sure was. Yep.
I just wish I had more of an ability to go live. You know, I could have documented more of it, but...
you don't have to go live to document. I had fun doing the video. It just takes a lot of footage to do. Yeah. And when I did the video for the my first premiere,
yeah.
But it was fun to do. It's just you need a lot of footage. But the filming of it is fun. Oftentimes, as you guys know, the live streaming down here is sketchy at best.
Yep. Break it down.
And Tom got a brand new tripod and a brand new light stand for his brand new light that I had to replace after dunking his other one in the water. But he's really actually set up for filming. So maybe
I haven't used the tripod for the filming yet. I have used the one for the light. With the weather last night, there was no way I was putting that up. Yeah. And sitting down here in the dark without having my phone to
play on,
occupy me a little bit when the statues aren't moving.
Yeah, and that's the only problem when you only have the one device and you're trying to use it to record. You can't record and be on it. But did you know? I didn't know this when I first used that light stand. When you pop that, and I think I told you how to do it, but you keep that screw loose until you get that peg in there, and you can hear it click, and you know that it's seated in there.
Yeah.
Because I was always, every time I go to pick the thing up and I want to pick it up by the light, it would come right out of the stand. Well, that's why. And I didn't know that until like very recently. I'm like, oh, this thing needs to be seated down in that hole.
Yeah.
And then screw down. But good.
Yep. Yeah, it worked really well.
Yes, handy to have, huh?
So then, yes. And then when I was done last night at 12:05, I took out a towel and I dried everything off, and I don't want everything getting rusty.
Yep. So, if you didn't see it, Kevin, Palmetto Cats, posted tonight is the Golden Whiskers nomination announcement at 9 p.m.
Yep.
So I'm kind of interested in making that. So I think I'll pack up with you and get there.
Yeah. Well, I want to pack up a little bit early. I might need to run the razor over my face.
Oh, you're going up on panel.
Yes.
Oh, can I be in the background? Making all kinds of funny faces and noises for you?
No.
Kevin would mute you anyway.
Yeah.
He'd mute me out.
It'd drop me out of the screen.
Yeah, he'd be like, I've had enough of these clowns. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you would just sit there very quietly, and then now, with me in the background, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't want to point this out and say anything horrible, but aside from Freddy's rod, that new Mad Catz rod is standing out awesomely. It looks fantastic over there.
Yep.
And it does put Belladonna, makes Belladonna look very dark. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they were geared up originally when those rods first came out for visibility. And, to a little bit of it, it loses its color over time being in the sun. But I think almost all rods do that.
Yeah. I mean, and early on, I thought it was so cool with the black light, but then once I tried it, honestly, you couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would rather have the regular white light on there so you can see what you're doing down there, you know? And the black light, the one I got, just wasn't quite powerful enough for all those rods.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was the year that I did the 365 challenge. I took photos of every fish, and the ones where I had the black light out, it was awful. You could barely see the fish.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when I kind of gave up and said, I mean, it looks nice when you're watching the rods.
Yeah.
But it's not functional when you're dealing with fish and trying to record it.
Yeah, and I was in South Carolina when I tried it, and with the alligators and the poisonous snakes roaming around there, and I did not find that enjoyable when I couldn't see anything around me. So that was pretty short-lived. But they are cool to look at. I lit them up for my grandson.
Yeah.
I put the black light on him the other night. He didn't seem overly impressed.
Huh.
But, break it down. Anybody do anything exciting for New Year's Eve? I don't know. Do people even watch the ball drop anymore? I don't have regular TV, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I got no use for that.
Hmm?
So I got no use for that.
No, it doesn't sound like it would be very exciting. Although I guess sometimes the shows and stuff that they have in there while you're watching that stuff is interesting, but
7:06.
Me too, kitty cat. Me too. It was 9 o'clock and I was lights out.
Huh.
Yeah. Michael says he watches it every year. And do you watch the one for New York? That's the big one, right? The Big Apple?
Yeah.
And then, and I remember the big thing was to watch the Macy's parade. And I don't even do that.
Oh, that's what, Thanksgiving Day, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it would be fun and cool to see their big blow up things float away.
Yeah.
Or when it's really windy, and they had Garfield out there one year and he was bouncing off the the building. Yeah. But all the work that they put into that is enormous. And some of those floats are real flowers and everything all over them.
Yeah, yeah.
That is insane how they do that. But I'll tell you, Busch Gardens was beautiful. And my biggest thing, I wanted to do the train ride. And every time that we went near the train or thought we were near the train, there was quite a line. And then we decided to get on a ride that was the line was less, and then we came back to the train, and then it was another 15 minutes before the train came back. So by the time we did get on it, it was night, and I'm glad we waited because that was when the light show was phenomenal. And you go over this, if you watch any of the videos, you can see the train goes over this bridge, and there's lights on both sides of the bridge, but they have the music playing, and these lights are like in sync to their Christmas music, and the light would change color and blink and boom, boom, boom as you go down with the train. It was really awesome what they put into that. And then the big tree, the centerpiece, they had a mega light show on that tree. It was incredible.
Wow.
And while the kids were on the bumper cars, I stood and videotaped and watched that. It was pretty neat. The spectacle. My sister says, just for them all to have to pee their pants. No porta potties in New York City. What?
Huh.
Really? Why is that? You mean like everybody that's participating or watching the parade, there's no porta potties for them? Maybe, do you think that's part of that security thing?
I'd venture to say, yeah.
So that nobody can hide in the porta potties?
Beaver.
Oh yeah, there he goes. You can see him in the live stream, the beaver.
Oh, he just went down.
Yeah. You could actually see the beaver in the live stream. That's funny.
Yeah, he didn't like the weather last night either. He wasn't out a whole lot.
He wasn't.
No, I didn't hear him out there slapping away.
Yep. Miss Kitty says, yep.
Yeah, that's just inviting a problem.
We got a yep, nope, yep. I don't know. Yep, nope, yep. Oh, it's been on the news all day, she says.
Oh.
Huh, interesting. That's crazy. Yeah.
Well, I would never go to New York because I'm a Red Sox fan. But if you tell me I can't go pee for, and some of those people stood out there for hours.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. I mean, I guess probably all the stores around Times Square probably had bathrooms, but I'm sure they didn't want everybody traipsing in there just to go to the bathroom.
Could you imagine the lines at the ones that were public bathrooms?
Heck no.
Heck no. I mean, I have my little porta potty thing, so I guess if you had a wagon, and I would have brought that knowing. I could just pop it up anywhere, my little pop-up tent.
Yeah. You'd be hard-pressed to find privacy to use it, though.
I mean, I have privacy inside it.
Yeah.
So if I had somebody standing outside of it, I could just quickly use it inside it. Yeah, and to think if they turn around and got people for indecent exposure because they were peeing off, in the bushes or something.
Yeah.
How can you do that if you didn't even provide bathrooms?
Yeah.
And the little kids having to go? That doesn't sound fun at all. As I've gotten older, that's the first thing I do is look for it. Or even then, not even being older, the first thing I ever do when I go anywhere is look for where the bathroom is. If I go to a restaurant, I spy that out first. I know where it is. Oh, no public bathrooms. No public bathrooms were open.
Wow.
And my sister says, I wouldn't go if I had to wear a diaper. Oh, that's true, Mike Cole. Shouldn't be kids there to begin with. That's true.
Yeah.
You're watching the ball drop. That's late at night.
It's cold. It's cold up there. You bring your kid out for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably what people did was wear the adult diapers. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I wasn't thinking about that being late at night kind of thing.
It's usually at midnight.
Thanks, Tom.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, as you would say.
Yeah.
Come on, fish, where are you? One fish is not going to do. I mean, we have to at least get two because that's been what you've been getting,
Yeah.
two.
And two's an even number.
Two. Count Dracula. How do you know? Mike Cole is the ball dropping expert.
Stop right there.
Whoa.
Family Channel.
Whoa. I wasn't even going in that direction. Chrissy, no, we have not been fishing all day. Well, yes and no. Well, no, really. We went.
Yes, well, sure. No, kind of. Yeah. Well, maybe.
Well, we went bait fishing first, but just like when the kids went fishing, we were picking them up so quickly, and but we probably went out about 12:31 maybe, and it wasn't more than 15 minutes, and we already had enough fish in the bucket. 15 minutes to a half hour. So we did the bait fishing first, and then came home, got the stuff together to come down here, and we fished from, I would say we were probably set up by 3:30, maybe. They turned the water on at 4, so actually we might have been set up by 3.
Yeah.
And so we've been fishing since 3 this afternoon, and they're running the water from 4 to 8. That's your rod. That's your rod. FOA. I almost jumped right out for your rod.
You should have. I had my glasses off. I was rubbing my eye.
Oh no. And it popped back up. Didn't take it. Didn't take it. That looked like a good takedown too. You can't say that. Wait, what? Ooh, you can feel that cold air now. I don't think Tom brought his big jacket either, or his. Oh, maybe he did. I don't know. Ah, that's too bad. That was a good little. Well, it was a good takedown, but it just didn't hook up. But that's the first bite we've had since 5:30. Come back, fish. We've been calling that a cat lick. So they come up, they lick the bait, they're checking it out, and then sometimes within 5 minutes they come back, but sometimes they don't. That was good to get a bite at least, so it's been a while. and they shut the water off at 8, and we're gonna pack up probably really close to that because Palmetto Cats is running the Golden Whisker Award nomination, and so if you're interested in that to see who got nominated for the Golden Whiskers Award, you're gonna go check that out on Palmetto Cat's channel. At 9 o'clock. That was a good takedown though. It just snapped back. But that was I mean, it pulled pretty.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I just taken my glasses off so I could rub my eye.
Yeah. Well, I was leaning down here trying to read the chat, but I happened to catch a glimpse of it, bent over.
Could have been our second fish. We could have been done.
Yeah, could have been done.
If all we're catching is 2 a night.
Yeah, that's true. Well, also, as I was just saying, we want to be done by 8, right? Because get time to get up to the house and get cleaned up, but it's 7:19 now. This is my first time I've fished all year.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so when I got hit last night at 11:55, and I started reeling on that one, and I lost him, I just stayed there. And I waited the 4 minutes or whatever it was.
Just to make sure you didn't get another takedown?
Yeah, so I'm not going to walk all the way back to the car and say, oh, it's midnight.
If you got it at 12:01 though, would you have counted it?
No. He hit it before 12:01, before midnight, yes. If he was playing with it and I was standing there waiting on him, I would have counted it.
Yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't officially have been on the dock.
Well,
all these fish that we're counting all year long are fish that are officially reached the dock. So if that fish didn't officially reach the dock by midnight, it wouldn't have counted.
Yes, because it's the caught on the dock during the year. A lot of the tournaments, like they say, if you have a fish on when the tournament ends, you get to reel that in and it counts.
Okay.
As long as you had it hooked before the tournament.
I think you're making rules up as you go. We gotta try to remember this too for the end of this year. Pontoon Jody in the house. Happy New Year.
What's going on? A couple of years ago, Laurie caught the first fish today for the New Year. But it was a couple of years ago when Jody was here for New Year's. She caught the first fish shortly after midnight.
Really?
When we were sitting out here, yep.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep, a couple of years back.
Was hers bigger than mine? Can't have that.
I don't remember.
Good call. Good answer.
Don't remember the size of her.
I bet you it was a blue cat, not a channel cat, too.
That's true. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I think it takes skill to catch channel cats.
Yeah, as many as we have.
All these years, 95% of everything we catch is blues. And the amount of channels and flatheads we caught this year was amazing.
What's the pizza challenge? She says she's gonna do the pizza challenge in a bit. She said that was good times.
Yep.
And she said it was just a blue.
Oh, that's right, yeah. That's funny when she said, when she's on doing her flathead challenge. Oh, it's just a blue. Yeah, this was officially the year of the flathead at the dock.
Oh, it's a fundraiser for Eric B. Really? I guess I must have missed all that.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on the pizza challenge. I know he did the chicken wing challenge and the shrimp challenge.
What is he raising money for?
I don't know. For some youth thing, I think that
his youth group that he does.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Yeah. The community ballin'.
Yeah. That's a great thing that he does.
She says that's good. Shows growth in the flatheads.
Yeah. Then we caught 10 of them. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And only one of them was small. It's like 2.5 pounds. The rest of them were all decent.
I mean, and again, I think it's because we do the catch and release, you know, so
Yeah.
just like the channel catch and release, and now they've grown bigger. Oh, to feed the poor.
Cool.
Nice. I'm poor.
Well, wouldn't you be helping the poor more if you gave them the pizza?
True.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. No, that's a great thing that he does.
Yeah. Especially this time of year, it's hard.
Yeah.
A pizza fundraiser. You don't get the pizza, but you get the funds.
That's what Jody said. Tom, you imagine if the dock turns into a flathead hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yep. I was shocked. When I caught the first one, I made a big deal of it because, you know, I catch one a year, and I made a post. If you had this date for the channel for the flathead to be caught, you know, then you win. Here's the winning fish. And then the next night I caught another one, and you know, it just went on from there, and just I got very fortunate. I mean, I don't think I've fished more or less than any other year. For just some reason, that's what was eaten.
I only caught 2 of those 10, so.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually not out here that late or whatever. I mean, they didn't all come late.
No, there's a couple of them that were caught in the daytime.
Or some that came just as the dark fell.
Yep. Flatheads galore. Yep.
So, Jody, does that mean that you won't be available for the to watch the Golden Whiskers Awards nomination announcements at 9? I mean, if you're not there, then I'd be happy to accept that nomination for you. just saying. I mean, I know that you're a very busy lady, and you know, if you can't take that nomination, I mean, I'm happy to step up in your place for that.
I accept this on behalf of Pontoon Jody. She couldn't be here tonight. She's having pizza.
Well, we had pizza too. Does that help them? I mean,
I think the only one that helped.
We're fishing
Papa
and
John.
had pizza, so.
I think the only person that benefited from that is Papa John.
That's true. Yeah. And us, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm not full. I mean, I'm not hungry. I'm not full. That's funny. That'd be awesome. Flatheads galore. If the flatheads are traveling, you can pattern the timing of the flatheads, go through, and make it easier to catch them. I have just one pizza, she says.
Oh.
So, yeah, Tom, if you would put the time down, timestamp those flatheads, you might be able to, you know, track them.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's the new mission for the year.
I think the biggest one I caught this year was 34.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to start putting times down next to the catches.
That might have to.
What in the heck is that?
You know what? I went to get my headlamp and
A jalapeno.
Pena.
A jalapeno.
Um, you know, even if you chart the time, I think the water movement has a lot to do with it too. And if I'm going to record that, then I need to record if the water was moving or not.
Oh boy.
Yeah. See how it spirals?
Mm-hmm.
Catfish Sumo has out like a book that you can record all your stuff in it. I'm not sure if it's 100% what I want. I want to look at one at CatCon and you know how to record everything. And
I wonder if that hit you got on FNN ended up binding it up there. It looks like it's pulling forward.
it wasn't bound when there because I could see it slowly doing this with the wave. The tip was
Oh, okay.
going forward and back.
Adventure awaits. Happy New Year.
Hey, Adventure.
The fishing is a little slow tonight. We've caught one fish for the new year. It was a 4 pound, 1 ounce channel cat. And we just had a nice big hit or takedown on the white rod, but it did not hook up. Our last fish came at 5:30. So actually that was 2 hours ago. And we're probably only going to sit out here and fish for about another half hour, and we're going to clean it all up. And we're going to head up to the house so we can get settled in to watch Palmetto Cat's Golden Whisker Award nomination announcements. So then once they do that, then that voting, the whole voting thing comes out for everybody to vote on those people that got nominated,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So you know later tonight who all the candidates are, and Kevin will release it. I think it's not. Was it the day afterwards? After he announces it, I think you can open up the thing and make your picks. Don't quote me on that. It may not be the same. I think that's what it was last year.
So we're waiting now to see if that fish comes back and decides to take that bait. Doesn't look like it though. It's been a while.
Yeah. Your cat licked it pretty good. I don't think he.
I wonder if the bait's even still on there.
I think I'd venture to say it is because it was the headpiece. Belladonna and the Freddy rod have the headpieces. The two end ones have the body parts. And I put that on there pretty good. So I would be surprised if I reel it in and it ain't there.
Whew. My Cole thinks he'll be back. The fish, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to start off the year with a nice quality fish.
Man, I hope I can stay awake for this thing because I just started yawning like crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, I've been challenged by John Parker to a 1v1 for the year of 2025 for total fish caught. on our docks. My dock versus his dock.
Well, it's you
Yes.
against him on
Yes.
your docks.
Yes.
Not necessarily the dock and total numbers of the dock, because...
No, there's only fish that I catch. I'm feeling pretty confident.
I mean, and it starts today, right? Because he said for the year.
Starts today, yeah. I may get to see John Parker tomorrow.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
He's going to be in the neighborhood. I got a little something for him.
I mean, if that one fish was the only fish we caught, at least we caught one.
Yeah.
We didn't get skunked.
That's it. I can only think of, I bet you the times that we got skunked were probably...
Well, I can remember one recently.
Maybe 10 times all year long, maybe. That may even be overstating it.
I mean, usually we're out here for a lot of hours, though.
Yeah. Usually find one that'll bite.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do up the figures, I can tell by the dates how many different nights we fished, but that would only be the nights that we caught fish on. So I wouldn't know. I didn't put in dates for before we caught something.
Well, you could keep track of that. Put the date down and put a big goose egg in there.
Yeah.
I can't see what Mike Chavez just put in there.
Okay, had to put Sharon to bed. She had a big
day, probably.
Day, yep. Well, that's great that she's home, Mike. It was great to see her when she came in.
Hey, Mark, Happy New Year. Catfish and crappie?
Hey, Mark, what's going on? Hope you had a nice night last night.
What did Michael say? It's great to hear she's home. Yep. Yeah, we're out here. Lots of awesome things. So I had gotten my 4,000 watch hours. I actually got that last week, but I haven't fished since my son and grandson were here. And, well, we did some bait fishing. That was fun. I got the new rod out here on the dock, the Firefly. It's the first rod on the left. That thing is beautiful. And we caught our first fish. I caught the first fish of the year. It was a 4-pound, 1-ounce channel cat. And we just had a nice takedown, but no hookup. So we've only gotten one fish since we've been live. Actually, that was before the live. Yeah. So we didn't catch any on the live stream. Mark says he had too much fun last night. Thank you, Jody. She says, congrats on the 4K.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Mark, I was monetized at the 3,000 level. So the 3,000, all I got was, I had the option of doing the super chats and memberships. But I didn't have enough watch hours for the 4K monetization, which then gives you access to the watch ads, or the ads. Yeah, watch ads, I guess. I don't know what they call them. So the 3K, the only monetization out of that I got was the super chats and memberships, if I actually had memberships available. I turned the membership option on. I just haven't done anything with it because I really don't feel like I have anything to offer for memberships. And our live streams are usually crap, you know. They usually are, what did you call it when I did it earlier? Buffering.
Yeah.
And my voice is usually robotics. It's usually crap. Jersey's still in the house. Says, hello, Jody. Ad revenue. Thank you, Mike. Mike C. Mike.
Hmm?
Mike Taste. You can't even say Mike C anymore. A lot of those.
There's a lot of Mike C's in the world.
Yeah. Fish Flex is in the house. Happy New Year.
Hey, Flex.
Mike Cole says,
Happy
it's
New
fine.
Year.
We got 22 fabulous people tuned in. And we've got 23 thumbs up. We need two more thumbs up to make 2025, or no, 25. 25 in reference to the 2025.
Maybe that's what you should do. You should get a notebook and you should chart all the
Thumbs up
you get. Yeah, so you can have an end of the year total of how many thumbs up you got.
I mean, I can just go back through my live streams and look at what the total thumbs up were.
That's not as fun as carrying around a notebook and a pen everywhere you go.
It seems a lot easier. I mean, so I don't know if you even answered Kevin Palmetto Cats when he asked you what the new goal is. We talked about how you ended last year's and talked about that, but you never answered him on what your new goal is going to be.
I said that I wasn't sure yet, but that at minimum, you know, if I am going to record everything, it would be at least be the 4,000, because this year 4, it was the 3,000 that I didn't get last year.
Yeah, and you surpassed that. You were what, 30 pounds short of having 4,000 this year?
Yeah, 34 pounds, 9 ounces.
Yeah. That's a good number of fish for the year.
Yeah, last year I was 30 pounds, 2 ounces shy of 3,000.
Well, I should say a good number of poundage, because that wasn't the number of fish. What was the number of fish?
418, 419, something like that. 420 maybe.
420 fish total?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing to think that we could catch that many fish off this little dock.
Yeah. I mean, that's just counting the catfish, so not the bass, not the pike. It was a pike, right? Is that what that was?
A pickerel.
Pickerel.
They're in the pike family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught two chain pickerel, like 2 days apart. I caught one that was about 18 inches and one that was about 22 inches. That's the only two I caught all year long.
And you've never had a pickerel that you caught off the stock before, right?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, back in years ago when we first moved here, when there used to be grass out in here.
Oh.
And there were bass and pickerel. They're predator fish. They hide in the grass and wait for something to come by. But when all the grass died, they kind of went away. So I don't know what they were doing up here.
Huh.
Because there is no grass out here at all. Yep, caught 2 pickerel, and when I caught the first pickerel, I was retying my leader, and John Parker got a bite, and it ended up being a 2.5 pound spotted bass on cut bluegill.
Jersey says, I had to step out to eat. No phones at the table. Anything caught yet? Nope. We had one takedown, but it didn't hook up. And Mark says, so I finally got over this flu, and the temperatures and the temps dropped to 24 degrees. Snowstorms this weekend. I was going to go fish. Yikes. Do you do the ice fishing? I don't remember if I saw him doing ice fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what it is right now, ice fishing?
I don't know.
In New Hampshire, I think it's still too warm, because my sister was saying she had like 54-degree days out there. So I can't imagine that with all that warm weather that the Winnipesaukee froze over.
Yeah.
If or if it was safe.
Right.
Looks like our light dimmed a little bit out there. I do think the cold makes that go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says he used to ice fish. Jersey says the ice that they've been getting is just skim ice, no good for ice fishing. Chrissy says our ponds and lakes opened back up. That's what I thought, in spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Oh, just as I said, the light went dim.
Yeah, we had safe ice, and then it melted a couple of weeks ago. That's a picture right there.
Yeah, it's funny because I could see it. It dimmed right out just before it closed all the way out.
I'm gonna start packing up the bait stuff.
Huh?
I'm gonna start packing up the bait stuff. It's cool.
Okay.
But Mark said that we had a couple of weeks of safe ice, and then it melted.
Wow. Yeah, and that's the problem, I think, of when people think, you get out there and it was safe ice, but then they think that it's going to stay safe ice, and it's not when it's 50 degrees out.
Right.
Tom's going to head out and start packing up some of the loose stuff because we want to be done as soon after 8 o'clock as we can so that we can get up to the house and watch Palmetto Cat's announcements for the Golden Whisker Award nominations at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Mark, the only ice we got here goes in our drinks.
Yep. Well, that's not really true either, because it was so cold last week or the week before, I guess, and there was some ice forming on some of the sides of the ponds and stuff on the real shallow parts. And certainly I dumped out the bait bucket one night, and I had thought about that. Like, I dumped that water out. Now it's going to be skim ice on top of it. So, but yeah, the lakes don't freeze over. But it's got pretty cold. I think tonight's supposed to be 30. But there were some nights it was really like 18 degrees or something of that nature. Come on, fish, you got less than 15 minutes. Let's go. It's not dim anymore, though, is it? It's nice and bright out there, actually. Looks really good on the phone that I'm actually doing the live stream on, and I'm watching the chat on my iPad. But it still looks good on there too. But on the phone, it looks really good. Yeah, we literally watched the moon set. That was crazy. Watch that go down. The Burpee Fisherman. Well, hello and Happy New Year to you as well. I was in bed by 9 o'clock, so I didn't really. It's just another day for me. Yeah, I see that. I was gonna say I don't recognize the name, but you're obviously blue, so I had to go look and see who it was. And why the name change, Stuart? Woohoo! 28 thumbs up. Thank you for pointing that out, Chrissy. We made it. Better and bigger things coming. Well, that's good news. I'm trying to get a little healthier too. I've been doing a lot of water drinking since my kids were here. Yes. I gotta get out too and get my table picked up.
I know. I don't know how to take that all apart.
Well, you gotta get your stuff off, or is that my stuff?
That's your stuff.
All right. All right, I'm gonna take you guys out with me on my earpiece, but I'm not gonna be able to see chat. You ready? The bite's been really slow, and we do want to go catch the Palmetto Cats live stream on the Golden Whisker Award nomination. Todd actually gets up on that All right, all. I guess this is where we say goodnight, because Tom does get up on the panel for the nomination announcements on Palmetto Cats. So certainly go look for him there. That show starts at 9. Benoit Fishing Outdoors. Happy New Year's all. Lori, congratulations on getting monetized. Thank you. I was monetized at 3,000 watch hours. I had the monetization that allowed me to have the super chats, but the 4,000 watch hours gives me the AdSense revenue. But thank you very much. Buck Williams, I go to the gym. Jim's Barbecue Shack. Oh, well, good job then, Stuart. I've just read all that about doing the burpees. I get it now. I understand now. Buck Williams, a drive-by thumbs up. We appreciate that. We were hoping to get 25 in recognition of the new year, 2025. Looks like we got 32 thumbs up, so that's awesome. We certainly surpassed it. So I appreciate that very much. So we're actually going to close this down so that we can get to the house and Tom can get ready because he's going to go up on panel with Palmetto Cats for the announcement of the Golden Whisker Awards nominations. So hopefully we'll see you all in there. I was kind of hoping to be in the background of Tom's live stream, but I'll behave. I'll go upstairs and I'll watch it from my room. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Kitty. I love the purple hearts. Woohoo! Oh, you were 32, Michael. Nice. I hope that you never change. I always expect that you're going to hold out. And actually, to be honest with you, that's pretty good that we got that many 33 thumbs up in that short amount of time that we've been live. So I appreciate that very much. Awesome to see everybody. I'm glad everybody had a good New Year's. It sounds like everybody did. And hopefully we'll see you in the chat at 9 p.m. on Palmetto Cats. So with that, I'm going to say have a good night, and we'll see you down river. Ta-ta for now.